Unlearning biases and promoting anti-racism is the goal of Calvin University's Unlearn 365 week. Tonight, a documentary screening about Juneteenth just wrapped up at Calvin's Covenant Fine Arts Center Auditorium. News 8's Amanda Porter went to the event. She spoke with the university leader and director of the film. Amanda.
Experts say behaviors are taught and learned, positive or negative. It's important to accept and be comfortable with diversity, equity, and inclusion of everyone. Calvin University's Unlearn 365, a week-long initiative, is educating students on unlearning racial biases and promoting anti-racism through the lens of the Christian faith.
It's really important to think about stories and conversations and ideas that people may not have thought about before that are related to justice and related to understanding how people have experienced their lives.
Calvin University fighting discrimination and bias by creating the next set of leaders who are unlearning racism and promoting an anti-racist society.
From your expert opinion, what is anti-racism?
So anti-racism is the active measure of standing against racism and racist policies or ideas, anything that has to do with the degradation of people when it comes to oppression in terms of race and ethnic groups.
Unlearn 365 is going on its 24th year. Students are supported with media on diversity.
And it's important in the world that we live in to learn in a way that makes us good leaders, that makes us leaders that can work in any space and any place, and that helps us to function in a way that fights for justice and that seeks reconciliation.
This year, extreme violence in the Middle East with the conflict between Palestinians and Israelis brings diversity, equity, and inclusion education into a focus globally. Calvin U is already in the discussion.
Calvin's motto is to think deeply, to act justly, and to live wholeheartedly as Christ's agents of renewal in the world. And when we think of something that is so deeply complicated, like the conflict in the Middle East, it's really important to listen to stories, to listen to all the people that are involved, and to really hear what is happening.
Tonight, students listened, watched, and discussed a documentary about the liberation of American slaves. Juneteenth, Faith and Freedom by Rasul Berry.
Juneteenth isn't just about the past, but it's about the present as well. And the opportunity to look into the past and really delve into the story of slavery, which is a difficult conversation, a difficult history for many in our country.
Berry says learning about the impacts of American slavery and the liberation of millions of people is necessary to create a better future for all.
And using it as a way to bring dialogue together, which is why it's such a great fit for the Unlearn week here at Calvin.
Unlearn 365 week runs all the way through next Monday. We'll have a list to the event page on our website at woodtv.com. Brian?